Hey guys, so I'm back with another process video. I know it's been a long time. Well, it's been about a month since I've posted one, but I've been really busy, so I'd like to apologize about that. I'm doing a pocket page, and it's sure been a long time since I've done one of those, so especially on camera. So, I felt like I hadn't used this pack of Project Life cards yet. This is the Color Crush, I think, from Kaisercraft. And it's a very summery collection, so I haven't used it yet, and I felt like using it. So I printed out a bunch of beach pictures, and I'm going to make a pocket page. So I went through, there's only 3x4 cards in the pack. So I'm going through all the cards, and I am trying to figure out which picture I want on which card, and also which cards I want to put together to make a 4x6 card, because I only have Design A page protectors, which are the ones that have 2 4x6 cards at the top, and then 4 3x4s in the middle, and 2 4x6s at the bottom, which is a total of 12 3x4s. So I'm going to find 12 3x4 cards, and then I'm going to kind of rearrange them to fit the way I like. So at the moment, I've loosely put like pictures that match with photos. What did I just say? I put the pictures that matched with cards, and I'm going to switch some around throughout the video, but I just wanted to have a first idea of how I had to start from somewhere. So I am trying to put the cards in such a position that the pinks aren't all next to each other, the greens aren't all next to each other, the yellows aren't all next to each other, and there's a bit of each color on all parts of the page. So I do have a filler card, and I went through a bunch of cards, and I was trying to figure out which one I wanted to use, and I am going to end up going with that laugh out loud one there. And then I also just kind of, again, I'm just flipping the cards to kind of have green in one place and all the colors in the same places. And also I had that tropical, so there's that kind of floral tropical one at the top. So I didn't want to add the other tropical floral one that I have at the bottom now. Well, I have kind of two at the bottom, the right bottom side. I didn't want those to be next to each other, so I fussed with those a bit. And then I thought about using some normal 4x6 cards, but they didn't really match the colors I had and the theme that I had. So I'm pretty happy with how this looks. I know there still might be some tweaking happening, but I'm going to go ahead and move on to what I know I want to do. So just to keep everything a bit cohesive and tie all the pictures together, I'm inking them all with the Ranger Black Tie pigment ink. And I'm just going to ink all of those photos, which, by the way, I collaged. They're black and white. I put them black and white so I can use whatever colors I want, and because we were at the beach and our towels have like a gazillion different colors on them, and they weren't going to work with the colors that are here. So yeah. So then I inked everything yet just to keep the photos cohesive. I know they're already cohesive, but yeah. Oh, I was going to tell you how I printed the pictures. Okay, so I used the app called Pic Collage, and I just pic collaged them and printed them out, and whatever size they came in, I just went with it. And I think they're about a 2x2, but I have to figure out a better app, a better way to print pictures, but at the moment it's working. So now to make my 4x6 cards, I'm just taking the 2 3x4s that I picked out, and I'm gluing them down on a piece of white cardstock in a 4x6 size. And I don't care that the corners aren't rounded on the cardstock. I think I'm going to end up like rounding the corners with like a scissors, cutting the corners off because it looks weird, but yeah. So I'm going to do that with these cards here as well. And you might have noticed that that card has a saying in it, but I'm not going to use a saying. I'm just going to cover it up with my picture. And I do prefer square cards now that I think of it, but I don't have any, and I do love the patterns on all of the cards that I do have. So I'm just going to keep using them, and if I ever have a chance to buy square cards, I will. Like, I think I heard that Becky Higgins is going to now make square cards, so those are pretty accessible because I only buy Project Life cards from Joann's and Hobby Lobby once a year when I'm in the States. So I'm not going to order Project Life cards online because I don't do Project Life or Pocket Pages all that much. So it's whatever I can find in those stores. And they also usually supply Project Life. Actually, if I do go to the local scrapbook store, they might have some Kaisercraft stuff and so on. But yeah, I do go to that store, but I can't get a discount from there, so I don't know. We'll see. But since the Becky Higgins is releasing the square ones now, maybe I'm hoping that Joann's and Hobby Lobby and such will be up to date with the new trends and bring some new packs in by the time I go next year. So we'll see about the square cards. So yeah, I'm done gluing down these 3x4 cards now, and I'm going to think about how I want to proceed. So I decided that I want to also mat all of my pictures on some tissue paper. So I got this gold polka dot tissue paper, but I'm going to cut it in ways so you can't see the gold, but you just see that white part. And I think, again, that just ties all the photos together because there's a lot of pattern going on and color going on, and I want the photos to pop. Just adding the same elements to all the photos just kind of helps the cohesiveness of the page. So I'm going to go ahead and mat all of those photos with some tissue paper. And now that I think of it, maybe I should have edited some of that process out, but oh well. So let's see, what else can I say? Let's see. Okay, so I guess I could mention that I'm really enjoying my mini kit series. I love making the kits, and I also love using the kits, and I just love the layouts that come out of those kits. I don't know why I love this so much, but I really enjoy making those kit series, and I really hope you guys do as well. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, go ahead and check my channel. I have this new kit series, and I'm having so much fun with it, and I'm kind of taking it a bit loosely, just so it's not too pressured. And also in the second installment, I'm going to have Caitlin Clary join me, and again, it's a loose collaboration. So I mean, we'll have videos on the same days, but there might be a kind of different interpretations. We'll see how it turns out. But I think it will be a really fun thing for you guys as well, and it's really fun communicating with Caitlin and figuring things out, and also just making the kits. I love making these kits. You probably can tell by the amount of times I said love how much I enjoy making them. So I really hope you check them out and that you enjoy watching the videos as much as I love making them. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking about that now because I've said too much. So I've glued down the photos to the tissue paper. And now I want to add a bit of washi tape. So I'm going to pull this black and white stripe, and that is from the Atwell collection by Fancy Pants. And then I'm also putting this pink stripe, which is from Scotch, and I think I got that tape. I got that washi tape from Target. And I'm gonna end up adding a bit of washi to all of the cards. Not the same color, just the same, like it's just washi tape, which again gives another same element, even though it's same but different. I hope that makes sense. And then I also pulled this yellow one from the Atwell collection as well by Fancy Pants. And I do want to add a little something on that filler card because it's a bit plain all by itself. So I'm just adding washi tape to all of these cards. And again, I'm trying to use washi tape that I know will kind of stand out on that card, but also I don't want to use the same washi tape on cards next to each other, or at least there might be two that have the same washi tape, but I want there to be an equal distribution of each washi tape pattern on the page. So yeah, and then I pulled out embellishments. So I'm just going through the Happy Sunshine die cuts. No, not Happy, Hello Sunshine die cuts by Fancy Pants. I'm just kind of picking some things that I think might work on this page because the colors match with the cards. So I'm going through the die cut pack, and I think I'm also going to go through the... No, I didn't go through the tags and pieces because I did tags pack because I decided they were tags and labels because I decided they were too big for Project Life. And then I'm going through the ones I picked and trying to figure out how I want to add them to the card. So I've added the glasses on one. I've added that look on the bright side on the card up there. I've also added a watermelon to the one at the bottom and the word loving. And yeah, I'm just playing around with what I want to add on here. Then I'm going through the Happy Place stuff, die cuts, and just going through my tray of die cuts there and trying to see if there's anything else that I might want to add to this page. And I'm sorry, I keep knocking the camera off. I don't know why. So now I'm going through my embellishment basket and just pulling some things that I might want to use on this page, like these tiny word stickers, some chipboard pieces, and so on. So I have these rhinestones, so I'm going to use one on that card, and that's going to finish up that card there. Then I also decide to ink all the cards like I inked the photos. Again, I think it was mostly to tie them together, and just kind of helps make the colors pop a bit more as well, is what I'm finding. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I seem to have an obsession with inking things lately. I don't know why. And on the side there, I pulled the Mambi chips by Me and My Big Ideas, the family themed package, which I only have 3 sheets left of now. I've managed to compile all the stickers on 3 sheets, and there was 4 to begin with. And I pulled the family one because it was family, and there was a lot of black elements that I thought could work. So I'm just going to pull out some pieces from there. And I'm trying to have a little something on all of the cards. Not all of them are going to end up with a little something from the chipboard, but all of them are either going to have a word sticker or a chipboard piece or a die cut. So yeah. So I've added that family piece on the one with the kind of pink wood grain and my cousin on it. And again, I'm going through die cuts because I'm trying to find something for all of these cards. And then I'm going to get my tiny word stickers and flip through and see if there's any words that match. And I am going to find some, like, they're not perfect matches, but they're good enough. Because I find that Tim Holtz has a lot of kind of more philosophical kind of things. Well, like cherish and genuine and embrace, and some of them are a bit strong, especially for a page of silly pictures of my 7-year-old and 8-year-old, my 7-year-old sister and my 8-year-old cousin. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue those die cuts down. I did add another chipboard piece to the one over to the pink one with my sister on it, and I'm gonna add some more of these words and more washi tape because there wasn't enough, I decided, on that card. I'm going through the chipboard pack again because I'm still trying to find stuff I want to add to each card. So the first one is kind of covered. I have the word, and now here I'm putting another word, and then the 4x6 one over there has a die cut, so that's okay. And then the first 3x4 one has a chipboard piece, and then yeah. So I decided that I had stuff everywhere, and also added rhinestones on some of the cards. And I'm not sure if I did that already, or if I'm going to do it. And then I use my Staedtler penguin liner and the 0.05 tip to do my journaling. And I'm doing most of the journaling on this card here because it's a nice grid style card. And then I'm going to add just a little phrase on each of the other ones, kind of how I see the pictures, I guess, is what I call. So like there's one that I wrote crazy face on. There's one that I wrote like what's happening. There's one that I wrote, let's see what else, like devious smile and stuff like that. I don't know, I just thought that was a fun little thing to do. So, yeah. So I realized I haven't glued down everything, so I'm just going back and gluing down some more, and then I'm going to add those phrases that I talked about. And for the phrases, I'm using the 0.1 tip because it's a bit thicker and it stands out a bit more, since I only want to write a couple words and I don't want to write a lot of them, as I did in the journaling at the top. And I do really love these pens. I don't know, I use them a lot. And every time I go to the mall with my friends, because I get them from a store in the mall called Public, I stop by there and I make my friends like stand in line with me to get one pen. And each time I go there, I get a different tip. But yeah, but we have fun. It's okay. And most of the time, the lines aren't so long anyway, so yeah. So now I want to see how it all looks in the page protector before I put it away and decide I'm done with it. And then I also just remembered that I wanted to stamp something somewhere. Let quickly see where I stamped that date. Oh, I'm gonna stamp the date where it says date on the one of the cards on the 4x6 one right there, the pink one. And I thought it was a good excuse to use my date stamp again. So that's gonna complete the page. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.